what is up everybody, and welcome back to another video. Unexpected one, I know. I've been really into these death battles lately, but this video wasn't actually intended to be a death battle. It was supposed to be a red versus blue video, but as per usual, the video is just not buffering at all. So I need to save the video. I didn't have a chance to do that today because it is currently almost 8:30 at night. I gotta be up for work at 6 in the morning, so I don't have that much time, and I still need to have food and have a shower and everything. But today's been really hectic. And my dog, I don't know what is wrong with him. He's such a nice dog, he's such a lovely dog, except for the fact that when we leave him for any amount of time, bearing in mind, both of us now work. My fiancée has a job starting Monday, and she's going to be out of the house 12 hours a day because she's going to be a carer. And I work, especially on a Monday, I work quite late. And he's going to have to be left alone for that period of time. Now, he has a little, well, not a little cage. He has a cage to which he stays in. And we give him the benefit of the doubt and let him go into the bathroom. But no, he chewed up my door. He straight up chewed the door. The bottom of the door, he chewed it off. So, yeah, that was clearly just not going to happen ever again. So we got him back in the cage that he doesn't like. But he has such bad separation anxiety because ever since we've had him, Demi has always been in the house with him. Apart from, obviously, if we go to the gym or we go shopping, obviously he has to be by himself. He's so bad. The separation anxiety is so bad. He keeps shitting on the floor. And we've tried every method. We've looked in every single person and every method of, if they have separation anxiety, do this, do this, do this, try this, try that. You know, 100% proving every single time to every dog, every breed, doesn't matter. No. I don't know what to do with him at the minute. So we came home from the gym. He had shit everywhere, like in the cage. It was all over the floor. He had grabbed a t-shirt, one of Demi's t-shirts, and, you know, bit a big hole out of it. He ripped the tag off, and obviously with the tag coming off, has ripped the big hole into the shirt, and he's pissed on the floor, which he never. He's toilet trained, bearing in mind. He's 8 months old, and he is toilet trained. He will let us know 100% of the time these days when he needs a toilet. He will come over and he will like nibble a hand, or he'll go next to the door. He'll whimper, and we let him out. He doesn't go in the house anymore, except when we're out. And again, this is like, we're talking like an hour. It's not like we're leaving him for, 10 hours a day and, he just can't hold his bladder, bless him. No, we wouldn't do that. So, yeah, my rant, I'll end that rant there. But, yeah, so it was supposed to be a red versus blue video, but because of all of that and everything, it's super late now. So I'm making this quick video to, because I want to get a video out for you guys. So, yeah, pain in the ass. But, onto the actual video. Rick Sanchez versus the Doctor. This one's going to be interesting. I absolutely love Rick and Morty, and I absolutely love Doctor Who. A lot of people don't actually know that I'm like a huge Doctor Who fan, but I haven't watched the recent seasons, admittedly. But Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant especially, and Matt Smith, absolutely loved them. That stint of time for Doctor Who, my God, I was obsessed with it. Especially David Tennant. I know David Tennant's like everybody's favorite. No, not everybody's, but most people's like favorite Doctor. But yeah, man. During that stint of time, I remember the first episode I ever watched of it was the Shakespeare one with Martha, with the witches and everything. I watched it because I never watched Doctor Who when I was a kid because like that's nerdy. Only nerdy kids watch that. I'm not a nerd. I'm not watching it. And then that episode randomly came on. My stepdad was watching it, and I was like, my God. I really enjoyed this, and I just basically started from there. And 7 p.m. every day, BBC 3 back in the day before it was taken off the telly. Doctor Who. Oh my God, there was so much stuff. I liked it. I like Doctor Who. All right, that's where I'm getting at. So yeah, that, and like I said, Rick and Morty. I'm currently watching the new season of that. Season 7, I think it is. I've seen Rick and Morty loads of times. It's a huge thing. And I absolutely love Rick. He's absolutely hilarious. But who do I think would win? Now, in any given situation against anybody, I would always bet on Rick because he always seems to have a plan no matter what. the guy just doesn't seem to lose. And even when you think he's going to lose, he wins. Or it's just, you know, what he wanted. He wanted death to come his way. But then he's just like, you know what it is? Actually, I don't really want to die. He always seems to have a plan. And even when he doesn't, it seems to work out in his favor. Or he manages to come up with something to win the fight or do whatever he needs, manipulate whoever he needs to manipulate. But I don't think that's going to happen this time. Being truthfully honest, I think the Doctor's got this one in the bag. One, I'm not sure how old he is at this point. He was like 924 or something back in David Tennant's time. But then, obviously, he's gotten older with Matt Smith. He spent like 1,000 years in the Paradox Machine thing. He got super old in... Oh, what's it called? That place where the Doctor was supposed to die. I can't remember what it was called. But then, of course, he took all the energy and he, you know, gets young again, regenerates. So, the dude's super old. And on top of that, his IQ is astonishingly high. It's disgusting. Not that Rick's isn't, but the Doctor being a Time Lord, I think, gives him maybe an edge on how much information and stuff he can keep in his head. And he's like Rick. He's the exact same. He always seems to have a plan. He doesn't lose. And even when you think he's losing, it's a secret plan that he knew all along. So, yeah, I think the Doctor's got this one in the bag. But we're about to find that out. Again, sorry for the rant at the beginning. I just want people, because I did make a post about the fact that this was supposed to be a red versus blue one. But I will try and make a video tomorrow. I have my daughter, but I'm sure she'll be fine just chilling, watching Despicable Me 4. She'll be fine. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. I can't wait. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are as well. Let's go. My God, it's so dark and dingy in here. Let me. Oh, it's too bright now. That'll do, big. That'll do.
Rick Sanchez.
Hell yeah.
Doctor.
Hell yeah.
These brilliant geniuses dominate the cosmos, but who would win an all-out brawl? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I mean, in terms of armor, I think Rick's got that one in the bag at least.
Morty Smith's life was perfectly average. Average house, average family, average school.
Maybe slightly below average intelligence.
But everything changed
Definitely.
the day his grandpa Rick came home.
Yeah, in style. Because Rick Sanchez is
Get
anything
rickety
but
rickety
average.
wrecked.
Rick is easily the smartest man in the universe, and its most dangerous criminal. He spent years on the
Rick is 6'6". What? He does not look that tall at all.
run from the Galactic Federation, going on adventures across the multiverse.
Who cares about the emotional trauma from abandoning his daughter, right? And then he took her son and put him in life-threatening danger. Bye!
Thus formed the greatest duo of the generation, Rick and Morty.
Hell
mostly
yeah.
Rick. Morty's the cannon fodder who smuggles grapefruit-sized seeds up his ass. And that's just the first episode.
Rick is an unparalleled
Gotta get them way
inventor,
up inside
always
there,
ready to
Morty.
face even the squanchiest of alien foes.
He's got your usuals. Laser gun, invisibility belt, shrink ray, cyborg implants, the works.
As well as some weirder things, like a Mr. Meeseeks box, which can
Hey.
summon an infinite number of irritating temporary life forms that will work tirelessly to accomplish a given task.
Or a series of android decoys that are so perfectly created, they don't even realize they're decoys. Which leads them to create decoys that create decoys, and so on.
Rick's gadgets can
Yeah, I will say there are some confusing episodes of Rick and Morty at times. I mean, watching it like, I don't get what's going on here. What the fuck? It's insane.
erase
I love it.
memories, manipulate and travel through time, and even make a surface true level, as in perfectly flat, something normally mathematically impossible. So beautiful that experiencing it for only a moment before returning to non-Euclidean space can emotionally scar you for life.
He can even inject you with his own genetic info and instantly chest burst a clone of himself from inside you.
Damn
like
straight.
a pasty alcoholic xenomorph. What the hell?
Rick and Morty travel the universe in the Space Cruiser. Powered by a microverse under the hood, this compact starship
Microverse and a
comes equipped with laser
miniverse.
cannons, a fishing line that can tow a solar system, and a unique artificial intelligence.
With all that crazy sci-fi gear, Rick and Morty's adventures were absolutely bonkers.
From disentangling a time loop created by alien snakes, to battling the meta-fictional story lord, to Rick turning himself into a pickle
Pickle
to avoid
Rick!
family therapy.
This guy would rather battle the Russian mafia as a vegetable than address his feelings.
Actually, pickle's a fruit.
Because boy oh boy, does he have a lot of them.
Behind the fart jokes and wubba-lubba-dub-dubs, Rick harbors bitter emotional agony.
Way back when, in a completely different universe, the Rick we know had a happy life until another Rick from another universe took it all away, the bastard.
But like me, Rick is a true inventor, and this tragedy spurred him to craft his greatest creation, the portal gun.
Hell yeah.
Science indicates it creates holes through all aspects of space-time, allowing Rick to travel anywhere in the multiverse. It sounds exhausting.
It can do more than that. It can slice you in half, set up traps, and even...
That's
Do
coming
that.
out of your paycheck.
Nuh-uh.
Decades of traveling the multiverse, hunting down the man who ruined his
Yeah,
life.
Rick
darkened
Grimes,
Rick's
baby.
heart. He began to ask himself, if there are an infinite number of universes with an infinite number of each person, how did any individual life matter?
Sounds like he's overthinking it.
Like the time he accidentally turned all of humanity into
Cronenbergs.
horrific Cronenbergs. He and Morty had to escape to a parallel universe where they swap places with recently deceased versions of themselves. What does that do to a person?
Make some
Rick-
badass.
Rick don't give a
When
shit.
found the Interdimensional Council of Ricks, he kicked their teeth in. Like they say, he's the Rickest Rick of them all.
That he is. Just touching the hem of his coat can activate his energy shield or even induce instant death. Yes, instant. No,
I love that bit. Don't touch me. You're gonna die. And there's nothing after life. It just goes black. What did you do? What was that? Death. What kind? Instant. Oh, God, I've got to rewatch it now.
it isn't explained why.
Shit.
Considering this reaction, it's likely a chemical released through the coat's lining.
Rickest Rick Whiz, he's dodged an orbital space laser from just a few feet away. He's so smart, he figured out he's in a TV show. Yep, really.
Perhaps
Yep.
most mysterious
Breaks the
is
fourth wall all the
Operation
time.
Phoenix, a series of clone bodies that his consciousness can be uploaded to upon his death. Despite eventually taking it offline, his mind is still connected to every other Operation Phoenix across the multiverse.
Giving him an infinite number of extra lives, even if some of them are shrimps and fascists.
And
Some of
fascists.
his devices
So many
can destroy the
fascists.
Earth, the universe, even numerous alternate timelines. He actually did that just to manipulate the stock market.
Though underneath the drunken god complex, there's still a glimmer of the family man Rick used to be.
Well, as much as he insists that love is just a chemical reaction in the brain, he does care about his daughter and grandkids. And Jerry.
And yeah,
Sometimes.
He's
Jerry.
taking on an alien Zeus, the president of the United States, and the actual devil, even exiting the bounds of fiction into meta-reality, fighting Jesus H. Leaping Christ himself, and meeting Joseph Campbell. Talk about a hero's journey.
Challenge Rick at your will. He might look like a scrawny, drunken septuagenarian, and he is.
He
but
definitely
he's
is.
also somehow the greatest warrior in the universe.
And you can lick his balls.
Why do you do
Ian
this?
Chesterton and Barbara Wright were just your average school teachers with a less than average student. Susan was odd, almost like
Susan.
an alien. And when they met her grandfather and his police box, they found out why.
They were aliens!
Oh
and
my
the
God.
police box was the Tardis, a 2-in-1 spaceship and time machine.
Thus, they were whisked away into the stars, kicking off over half a century of timey-wimey adventures with
God.
a revolving cast of companions like Sarah Jane Smith, Rose
Ah,
Tyler, the Brigadier,
weapon.
Amy Pond, and so many more.
Complete with the cheesiest special effects you've ever seen.
This madman with a box had a name he would never tell and a history he would always run from. He was only known as
The Doctor.
Doctor who?
Exactly.
Doctor exactly?
Though the Doctor's origins are shrouded in mystery, we know they were born several thousand years ago and earned degrees in cosmic science and higher dimensional physics.
But he got bored with the stuffy Time Lord bureaucrats, stole a Tardis, and explored time and space as a runaway. Who can forget those adventures chasing
Oh, don't
dinosaurs
blink.
on a spaceship,
Banging
fooling
episode.
Robin Hood with a spoon, or shoving Hitler in a closet?
Yeah, we know it's kind of weird. It's British.
But if you don't know who's who, you're
Fuck's that supposed to mean? You fucking scumbag!
probably wondering, who are all these people? A bunch of old guys, young guys, a lady, and one of the Three Stooges. What?
The Doctor is a Time Lord from the planet Gallifrey. Time Lords may look human, but couldn't be more different. Not only do they have two hearts, they literally experience time differently. They can see past, present, and future all at once. They can resist temporal phenomena such as time stops and can tamper with fixed points in time.
Damn straight
They're
they can.
effectively acausal beings.
This makes them super hard to predict and nearly impossible to erase from any timeline. They can even breach the bounds of space and talk directly to you. Yes, you at home. Hello there.
Time Lords are practically walking Deus Ex Machinas. In fact, a lot of them would be proud to be called that.
Yeah, the Doc ran away for a reason. Time Lords are a bit dodgy.
The
Pompous
Doctor has hypnotized
assholes,
with a
if you will.
glance, resisted mind control, survived deadly radiation, and even learned transmigration. As in, the ability to summon an object out of thin air.
I love that. Hold on.
Hypnotized with a glance,
the cut.
resisted mind control, survived deadly radiation, and even learned
Nice.
transmigration. As in, the ability to summon an object out of thin air. Sounds crazy, but it's apparently standard fare for Time Lord Academy.
But the reason why there are so many doctors is that Time Lords have a funny way of cheating death.
Upon receiving a fatal wound, the Doctor undergoes regeneration, gaining a new, healthy body.
It's way more than that. While reloading, the Doctor has regrown lost limbs, become strong enough to knock down steel doors, and even weaponized his own time energy.
Downside being, if a Time Lord dies during regeneration, that ends the process permanently.
To date, we've seen 14 versions of the Doctor, plus a few extras mixed in here and there. Hell, by the time you're watching this, you've probably seen the 15th. Or the 16th.
The experiences each Doctor gains changes and affects the next Doctor, and the next, and so on. Each Doctor maintains the same memories, but with an all-new personality.
Some like bow ties, some like jelly babies.
Peasants are cool,
some
though.
kick butt with
Am I right?
Polynesian karate, and some really hate the monarchy, probably cause they're werewolves.
But they always have one thing in common.
They are British.
Well,
They are
one
very
other thing in
British.
common. The Doctor always enjoys the thrill of adventure.
Very British.
And they've got plenty of tech to help, like the sonic screwdriver.
I used to have one of
Utilizing
those.
Sonic waves to manipulate nearby objects,
Yeah,
it can pick
fucking
locks,
nerd.
cause detonations, and fry circuitry. It's sort of a Swiss Army plot device that can hack its way through most problems. The perfect pacifist tool for resolving conflict.
Its only weakness is that it doesn't do wood or turkey, though considering it can destroy machines.
Or time lock. Is it a time lock? Deadlock. I think it's a deadlock. Can't do deadlocks either. Yeah, that episode as well. Silence in the Library. I think out of all of the episodes in David Tennant's run, so the 3 seasons that he was in it, I've got to say between I think it might have to be Turn Left. A shockingly low amount of the Doctor in that episode, but that one used to always freak me out when I was younger. Just seeing the Doctor die and my heart would just sink and I'm like, what is this? What is this? Yeah, that one in Midnight. Midnight was also a banging episode. Let me know down below if you have a favorite episode.
Disrupt molecules and even erase memories. I'll take it.
The Doctor doesn't often carry weapons. There's an invisibility watch, a time travel ring, psychic paper that tricks basically everyone, and perception filters that prevents others from noticing certain things, even people.
But the Doc does reluctantly have a few weapons stored away, like the dematerialization gun.
Oh my
It
god.
might look slapped together with Hobby Lobby pipes, but the DMAT can literally erase you from time. As in, it causes you to have never existed in the first place.
But if you never existed, then the gun would have never needed to fire, which means you weren't wiped from existence, which means the gun would need to fire, which means...
It worked.
Did you say something? That's not the only time erasing tool in the doctor's box. But we gotta talk about, you know, the box.
Yeah, the Tardis, baby.
Box on the outside. Incredible time machine that's bigger on the inside.
Time and relative dimension in space.
The time and relative dimension in space is a sentient ship that travels space and time with ease. It's strong enough to tow planets, powerful enough to stop antimatter from destroying the universe, and tough enough to tank lightning from Zeus. Yes, the god Zeus. It can even adjust its interior to an infinite degree, both in terms of space and time.
So, if the TARDIS doesn't like you, you might get lost inside it forever. Don't piss off the TARDIS.
Or any of the Doctor's enemies. Some of the universe's deadliest monsters. Cybermen, Zygons, Weeping Angels.
And the Slitheen, the big chunky aliens that took over 10 Downing Street. And couldn't stop farting.
Even when the Doctor prefers not to resort to fisticuffs, he's tough enough to survive bolts of light.
Sorry, hold on, I'm trying to think. Raxacolocophalopatorius. Never mind, I fucking nailed it. I made my camera wobble and everything.
That vaporizes
Too
an
strong.
human. He's even dodged half a dozen disintegration rays, while also improvising several thousand calculations in a matter of nanoseconds.
Yeah, the Doctor's super smart. So smart, his brain once powered a 1,000-year-old supercomputer.
The Doctor's outwitted cosmic entities like the Great Intelligence, the Time Lord Nemesis, the Master, and apparently
Multiple
the
times.
original Satan.
Yep.
Who isn't even the most frightening alien in the multiverse, because that would be the Daleks.
Alright, bear with me here. They may
I got sucked into a black hole anyways.
But they
He's
can
dead.
exterminate anything that gets in their way. Even all of space and time. Like when they battled the Time Lords to extinction in the last great Time War.
A war that showed a darker side to the Doctor. Thrust into a conflict that put all of reality at risk, the Doctor became a warrior, a soldier, a killer.
A side of him that had always been there, hiding just under that cheeky grin.
Finally, in a single moment, the Doctor pressed a big red button to end the war and all of Gallifrey once and for all.
As much as he didn't like the Time Lords, the Doctor cares for life above all things. So genociding his own people was the worst thing that could possibly happen.
As the last of the Time Lords, the Doctor proved to be the most dangerous person in the universe. Isolation threatened to turn him into the very type of Time Lord he despised, a master who controls the laws of time, the Time Lord victorious.
And God help your immortal soul if you piss him off. If he's
Yeah.
desperate or if you threaten his friends, you won't be prepared for how far he'll go. Like trapping you in every mirror in existence. imprisoning you in
brothers,
the event
blood brothers?
horizon
No,
of a
not blood
collapsing
brothers. Family of
galaxy,
blood.
Or suspending you in time to be used as a scarecrow.
Fortunately, Gallifrey wasn't destroyed. It turns out the Doctor...
Wait, what happened to Father of Mine again? He's got Mother of Mine, where it kicked into a black hole. He got Sister of Mine, who was in the mirror. Brother of Mine, who became a scarecrow. But there was another Father of Mine as well. What happened to him? I don't remember. Anyways,
All
continuing.
of the Doctors saved the Time Lords, but just forgot about it until time could catch up to them. It's complicated.
Still, even their biggest L turned out to be a dub in disguise. That's how you know you're fantastic.
But a Doctor's job is never finished. Without witness, without reward, you'll never know when they'll show up to save the day. But if you happen to be up against the Doctor, there's really only one thing you can do.
Run.
Run.
Oh, I'm
video is
such a
sponsored by BetterHelp.
nerd!
It's that time of year again.
I don't want to listen to adverts, though. I'm not that nerdy.
LP.com.
Come on now. There we go.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Who they're going to use as the avatar?
Oh, jeez,
Maybe
Rick,
multiple
it
of
was
them.
my fault.
Shut the fuck up, Morty! I knew Time Lords were suicidal morons, but I didn't know they never invented rearview mirrors!
Are you sick? You're the one who hit me. Oh, go on, I'm busy.
Son of a bitch, he's ignoring me? Holy, it was shit! Keep Morty safe.
What are you... Uh-oh.
You don't want to keep Morty safe. That ship will do anything.
No. Oh, what did they do to you?
Oh, that planet.
Alright, fine. Queensbury rules?
Nice.
Bit of Venusian karate?
Keep quipping, asshole. Maybe you'll find a good joke on the ground next to your teeth.
On guard.
Hey, that's one powerful spoon. I'll give him that.
Oh, this place looks fun. Do they have a little shop? I like little shops.
So many references. Oh shit.
Drink as much as you can. They're scared of rapid movement.
Motherfucker.
Of course.
Oh, you brilliant old girl. Switching rooms around. Fantastic.
Best friend anybody could ask for, huh?
It's fun to be the class clown till you get shot. Now hurry up. I got a grandson waiting on me. He won't die an idiot like you.
I know your type. The nihilist know-it-all. But through all this wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey rubbish, there's one thing you never quite understood. I'm the doctor, and I don't want to go.
Ah, stop it, man. Stop it. Will that stop him? I don't think so. Shit, that got bright.
An impressive craft, Morty. You built it yourself?
I guess so.
Then you've got a bright future ahead. Don't be a cynic.
So did the doctor win?
Morty, if you forget me, I'll haunt your ass.
What do you mean, who are you? Who the fuck do you think he is?
Live by the portal, die by the portal.
Let's break this down. First off, Rick and the Doctor could both dodge lasers, making them pretty even, so neither could reliably win a quick draw.
Also, neither have shown any consistent signs of strength all that different from an above-average human.
The Doctor could get a superhuman strength boost during regeneration, but that is fairly incidental. So as far as physical ability is concerned, neither had a significant edge.
But when it comes to weapons, Rick had way more deadly killing
Yeah,
machines,
he did.
a lot of which could wipe out whole planets, galaxies, and more. If he could get the jump on the Doctor, he'd have a good chance of winning.
Of course, their similar speeds meant he probably wasn't getting that opportunity. There's no denying his firepower was superior overall, but that still had to contend with the Doctor's technology.
Yeah, despite all of Rick's crazy inventions, most of which could kill a normal person instantly.
I love the Purge
Doctor
episode.
managed to countered pretty much all of it.
Being a Time Lord meant he could resist any time warping trickery Rick threw at him, and the sonic screwdriver could hack and even destroy nearly everything Rick had. The Sonic has even disabled teleportation and time travel technology before, making it more than capable of hijacking Rick's portal gun, which has been hacked in the past.
With that gun, Rick was kind of a sitting duck.
Operation Phoenix makes killing Rick permanently almost impossible, but the Doctor's reality-altering tech like the DMAT meant there would be no Rick.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I immediately forgot what that gun was. Of course fucking Morty didn't realize who it was. He's been blinked out of existence.
Left to upload to a new body at all, effectively ending the fight in a single shot. And that was hardly the only reality warping
my memory,
superweapon
man.
the Doctor had access to. The Doctor's technology presented a clear advantage.
Now let's talk ships. This one's pretty clear-cut. The space cruiser was a deadly machine that towed a solar system, but the Tardis single-handedly held off a universe-destroying event. That's an edge for the Doctor.
But perhaps most important of all was their experience and intelligence.
Rick mastered space and time to the point of becoming a veritable god. But you could say the same for the Doctor, who is way older. It's kind of like the Doctor has been Rickin' for many times longer than Rick himself.
And when push comes to shove, the Doctor is just as experienced of a warrior as Rick ever was, if not
Damn
more
straight.
so.
11 spent 900 years battling Daleks, Cybermen, Sontarans, and more on Trenzalore and came out on top.
And don't forget how
Trenzalore.
quickly the Doctor can formulate, calculate,
Thank
and
you,
initiate
Death
plans.
Battle.
Like when he dodged half a dozen rays and improvised thousands of calculations in his head to siphon the ray's energy into a teleporter, all in a matter of nanoseconds.
Rick usually relies on being the smartest guy in the room. When he's forced to battle people at his own level, he's often outsmarted, like with the Prime Rick or, gasp, a Morty.
Rick
Ugh.
was a formidable genius, but the Doctor's incredible technology, unmatched intelligence, and thousands of years of experience gave him the win.
Ah, geez. I bet Rick was absolutely mortified to lose.
The winner is the Doctor.
Such a terrible joke. But I do believe that's us, what, 4 for 4 now? Alright, so we were bang on. Yeah, I had a feeling that the Doctor was going to end up winning this one. Purely because, in my mind, it was more so experience. As much as, like, Rick's been out there, and Lord knows Rick's been out there, the Doctor just has done more of it, I do believe. Although, well, in all fairness, the Doctor did say in one of the thingies that parallel universes, they used to be able to nip and pop everywhere to parallel universes until they were, I don't know what it was, like a barrier, like just stopping them from being able to do it, or it was after the war and things were time locked. I'm not really sure, but they did used to be able to pop into parallel universes, and they did do it a few times on the episodes, especially the ones with David Tennant, because obviously that's where Rose ends up. But yeah, so he would also have experience with parallel universes as well, just like Rick. Not for a long time, clearly, because like I said, they got locked away. So yeah, my thing was more experience. It was Rick's arsenal of weapons, because the Doctor doesn't really use weapons, versus, like I said, his experience. And yeah, turns out we were bang on. Awesome. Well, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, I don't know why I forgot immediately that gun takes you out of not just existence, but every conceivable reality. Like, you never existed. Fabric of space and time? I don't think so. And I was like, I mean, why doesn't Morty remember his own granddad? That's just stupid. No, Ryan, you're stupid. Never forget it. Memory of a goldfish, man. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It does help massively, and I do massively appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.